coming up.
What? Oh my! No way! Unbelievable! No. What? Oh, my favourite day of the week. Recording day. Just so I can play some more Calamity. As this is the series where I play the Terraria Calamity mod for the first ever time. And this is episode 6. As we load in once more, I can announce for this week we've got 4 main objectives and 5 mini objectives. And the final objective is going to be pretty spicy. I think anyways, I haven't recorded it, but watch to the end to find out. But the first mini objective I have is to go back to the ice chest that I found in the lab last episode. I thought it'd be locked and that I'd need a key, but you guys in the comments said that I don't. By the way, I feel like I'm in the underground ice biome in real life, it's so cold. It's like 3 degrees Celsius outside and I don't have any heating in the room where I record. So my hands are just like more white than King Henry VIII's wives. Honestly, if I don't get a radiator in here soon, there is a decent chance of one of these recordings I'm going to be having to wear a coat. And there is the ice chest I do need to collect. Oh, and there's a chest down there as well. Well, obviously I'm going to be looting both chests as... I forgot about the turrets. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm obviously going to be looting both chests, but one thing that I do want to get from one of these is ice skates, which you'll find out why later. Anyways, let's just go and we can try and mine a turret. No, we can't. Oh, okay, well, I guess dirt will block it off. Wait, the turrets are so stupid.
Come on, man.
Oh, wait, I can mine the turrets. Oh, I didn't realise. It just takes quite a while. Either way, let's loot the chest and let's see what we get. We get Arctic diving gear. I'm gonna be honest, this does actually sound relatively useful, especially when I do go to the Abyss later on in these series. And also we've got the lab seeking mechanism, which I'm pretty sure some of you guys wanted me to craft anyways. So that is quite useful. Well, I have no idea what this little structure is, but let's get the chest inside of it anyways. Please, ice skates. No, but we got a frozen key, as well as 24 gold. That's really useful. And Tundra Leash, which summons a Rhymehound mount. Well, let's equip that for the slime mount we've currently got, and let's see what it does. Oh my! Oh, and it hits enemies as well, I guess, by charging into them. It definitely looks pretty cool. I don't know how useful it actually is, but I guess for now we'll keep it equipped. But anyways, let's go back as a toxic downpour falls over the wasteland seas. Of course, shocker. Let's put everything away in the magic storage, apart from the treasure bag for Crabulon. We defeated Crabulon right at the end of last episode, so let's reap the rewards and see what we get. We have a mushroom plasma root. Permanently increases the duration of rage mode by 1 second. That is very good. We got a new true melee weapon of Mycelial Claws. It grants the mushy buff for 6 seconds on enemy hits. I have no idea what that is, but I guess let's try it out. Right, so what does this do? Increase defense by 6 and life regen by 1 HP. Okay, you know what? That's pretty good. The only problem is it's very small, so I'm not too sure if it will be better than the Sahara Slicers, but we'll give it a go for now. And finally, we've got a fungal clump, which summons a fungal clump to fight for you, and it latches onto enemies and steals their life for you. I mean, we'll give it a go. More than ever, I struggled with deciding what accessory to get rid of, but after some umming and ahhing, I got rid of the granite core. Well, either way, I'm just going to go back to the underground ice biome real quick, and I'm just going to quickly look again for some ice skates. And the reason why getting ice skates will be so helpful as, star statue, that would be quite useful. But as I was saying, ice skates is an essential ingredient for the lightning boots, and obtaining them is going to be my first main objective for this episode. Okay, what I've concluded so far, I prefer the Sahara Slicers, and also this fungal clump. I only equipped it because it's called Fungal Clump, but it's actually really useful. But after 25 minutes of searching, resulting in a full inventory and running out of torches, as well as 3 failed chests, I had to declare mission failed. We'll get them next time. That was so cringe. Well, unfortunately, we didn't find any ice skates, but with Calamity adding their own recipes, we can craft it with 5 leather and 5 iron bars. And fortunately, if we search up leather, we have exactly 5. So after finally getting my hands on it, I actually remembered to store away my money for once, and I was now tasked to go to the jungle. But the reason why we've got to go to the jungle is we've got to find lots of chests, and hopefully in those chests we can find either the feral claws or the anklet of the wind. The feral claws is a useful accessory for melee weapons that you guys told me to get, and also the anklet of the wind is the final thing that we need to be able to craft the lightning boots. But whilst we're down here, we need to collect these things, jungle spores, and that will enable us to craft the blade of grass. And that was quite a popular suggestion from you guys to be able to get. And as you can see, we've got a chest down here, assuming I don't die first. Please have one of the accessories. No. Oh, for goodness sake, we got these things, which we spent so long crafting last episode. And also seaweed. Wow. Well, it does summon a pet turtle, so let's see. Oh, that is quite cute to be fair. But I would miss my shark too much. You might have saw my pinned comment from last episode apologising for the video being a couple hours late due to copyright issues. It's been a while, almost 3 months actually. So let's bring back story time with CJS so I can break it down. Not that breaking it down though. For context, I was super busy last week, had to take Diesel to the vets twice, had to get my car MOT'd, which failed. So I was already cutting it close with not being able to get the video out on time, but I basically did an all-nighter on Saturday, so I could get it uploaded on time. But YouTube had other plans. After 2 hours of uploading, YouTube were just all of a sudden like, I know you've used the same piece of music in like 4 other videos, but this time we feel like copywriting you because of reasons. Okay, well that's a bit annoyingly inconsistent, but I'll just edit that part out and then it'll be fine, right? Right? Nope, apparently I was still using copyrighted music, even though I edited it out, so I pressed the option for them to edit the, well, whatever the copyrighted thing was, which I'm pretty sure was just 5 seconds of me talking about crafting, and YouTube were like, ooh, we've got to edit 5 seconds. You're pushing it a little bit now, CGS. That's going to take at least 3 hours, and I was just like, oh, by the way, YouTube, this is just a joke. I love this platform. It's helped me interact with lots of amazing people. Please don't take my channel down. Anyways, on that note, let's continue exploring the jungle. After that very emotional story, the search continued with me finding a laboratory as well as the most obvious dead man's chest I've ever seen. There's 2 dart traps and 3 dynamite underneath. But after another disappointing chest or 2 and claiming the man-eaters hit like a truck,
You've been hit by, you've been struck by, struck.
I made a quick stop back at base to clear the inventory and begun the journey back to the lab. So you can stop typing the comment telling me to loot it. I don't often compliment myself, but right now I want to give myself a little bit of praise. I have not died to full damage yet, and I'm very impressed with myself. As the lab was similar to the one in the ice biome earlier, I expected there to be a corresponding chest too. However, I had no such luck. But that was about to change when finding a new mini biome that I'd never seen before called the Vernal Pass. It's not anything to do with Plantera, is it? What a guess, by the way. This might be the first time in months where my 2 brain cells actually functioned. The great thing about this biome is that at the edge of these bridges, there are chests, which turn this whole trip around for the better. Yes! Anklet of the Winds. Let's go! Oh, there's another chest there. Oh, imagine we get the feral claws from this. Imagine how much of a godsend that would be. Please? Ah. But this sounds quite cool. Hey, well, this is better than the tiny golden axe that we have. Another chest. Another 2 chests. Another anklet of the wind, of course. Well, if we don't get it from this chest, I think we might as well call it. Yes! And we got a bee minecart as well. I love that. What a successful mission that was. That was perfect. After that incredible stroke of luck, you guys and girls in the comments told me to sell old items. Although, 12 silver, is that it? Kinda makes me feel like it's not worth it. Let's grab the Spectre boots. And now combined with the anklet of the wind and the aglet, we can make the lightning boots. And it's armored as well, but that doesn't matter because if we put it now in the magic storage, we can combine it with the ice gates to make the frostspark boots, which is cloaked, which I don't think is that good. But not to worry, we have got a total of 82 gold now. So let's go down to the Goblin Tinkerer, who I still haven't built a home for yet. Sorry, Nooksact, but let's reforge the boots. 21 gold for one reforge. I've already run out of money. Well, that's great, isn't it? Either way, this allows flight, super fast running, and extra mobility on ice. You can see how fast we are running. So now we can tick off that mini objective. And I'm sure we'll be able to tick off the next mini objective as well, which is to craft the Blade of Grass, because I believe with the trip in the jungle, we have now got the materials required. 12 stingers, 15 jungle spores, and 3 vines is what we need. And as you can see, we do have enough. So let's craft the Blade of Grass. Demonic is a pretty good modifier for it as well, and that will probably make it overall better than the Sahara Slicers now. I appreciate what this has done for me, but it's time to be retired. And the reason why we have made the Blade of Grass is because it is a piercing weapon, and it is a good weapon, according to you guys, to take on the next boss, the Eater of Worlds, which is my next main objective. But obviously, for this Eater of World fight, we're going to need to set up an arena, and we're going to need a lot of bombs for that. What is that? Hive tumor? CGS, don't kill that. No, stop it. Please don't do it.
No! 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 No!
What? Huh? What the? Okay, so we've just spawned in a boss somehow. Oh my. Rage. The music is insane. What the? Okay, right. What? What is going on? What? Oh, this music is so emotional. Oh, what? It's spawning like worms now and flying stuff. Because that's really fair. What the? That was shocking. It really blew my Hive mind, to be honest. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, nice. So I reckon with these bombs, we just start chucking them around everywhere. And hopefully after enough time, it will destroy enough so then we can get an arena. Okay, so the arena is now made. Is it the most ugly arena you've ever seen? Very probably. Is it pretty useless and not long enough? Also, very probably. But this will do for now and we'll give it a go. So after making the underground corruption more explosive than the night sky on 4th of July, or Osama bin Laden, I listened to this comment saying that I could use potions for bosses more, so I got the Endurance Potion and Life Force Potion, so I can survive for longer, and the Shine Potion, just so me and also you viewers at home can see better during the fight. Oh, remember earlier when I said I hadn't died to full damage yet? Oh, that's my first death to full damage, and my first death of this whole episode, actually.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Well, for the first fight against the Eater of World, we can just blow up 3 Shadow Orbs. We only need to do 2 more as we blew up 1 last episode. Firewall Clump, can you shut up? But if we do lose to it, then we'll just have to craft the worm food after. But hopefully we won't need to do that and we can beat it first time. How do I screams echo around you?
Oh, scary!
And now that the final Shadow Orb is exposed, let's drink the potions. Let's chuck down the final dynamite. And let's get ready for the Eater of Worlds to spawn. Let's go! It's pretty tame to start off with because it's all just in one big long snake. But once it splits up, that's when it's going to start to get really difficult. And I'm already doing terribly. What am I doing? I need to avoid the head and I'm not even watching out for it. I'm doing terribly. When it comes up, I just need to dodge out the way. If I don't die beforehand. That was the most abysmal attempt ever. Well, that doesn't fill me up with much confidence, I must admit. But to craft the worm food, we need 20 vial powder and 10 rotten chunks. The rotten chunks, I do believe I have, but the vial powder, how do I make that? 1 mushroom for 5. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Well, we're going to need 4 vial mushrooms. Hopefully, we have enough. Oh, we've got 4, that's perfect. It is honestly the best feeling when you have the exact perfect amount of resources needed. Well, let's see if my happy feelings would continue as I begin round 2 against a big worm. And hopefully this time it goes a little bit better than it did last time. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, this is going to be rough. Honestly, I think it'll be worse setting my spawn there, so let's just do that quick. That's a good idea, CGS. But what wasn't a good idea was building the house in a corruption so I couldn't set my spawn. I assume the reason was because I was in a corruption. However, after doing some research, I still don't know. Like, there was no definitive answer. Anyway, I rebuilt it in a nearby forest and still couldn't set my spawn there. Oh great, so this bed is just a troll. Nice. After making a new one and finally being able to set my spawn, it was time for another attempt. Right, so I believe if the worm is like greyed out, then I can pass through it, I believe. Maybe? Oh, there's so many of those green balls, it's really difficult to dodge all of them. I didn't realise my health. And another failure. Well, at least a Goblin Tinkerer's finally found a home. Attempt number 5, I think this is? Oh, it starts to split, yeah. It gets so difficult when it splits. Attempt number 5 turned into failure number 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. If I don't get close to beating it this time, then I think I'm just gonna have to put it off and then try again later on in the episode. And in the meantime, just focus on gearing up as much as possible. These stupid green balls, they do so much damage. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually getting really worried. Like, remember what happened with the last worm fight? I do actually worry that this could just be a repeat of what is gonna happen there. Honestly, it's a combination of my sword not doing enough damage, my defense being too low, but mainly a skill issue. Well, for now, we are going to have to put a cross next to defeating the Eater of Worlds, but we are going to try again later, so we can turn that into a tick. And in the meantime, let's do a little bit more reforging. Oh, second try! This reforging session didn't go too badly, as we do now have a total of 42 defense, but we do need a bit of gold so we can get a bit more up. For example here, Lucky is not really going to be doing too much for me. With that disappointment of the failures against the Eater of Worlds, let's boost morale a bit with comment of the week. Again, I do have to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the just incredible comments and beautiful support that you guys have given me recently. Choosing comment of the week nowadays is just so difficult because of all the unbelievably nice messages that you guys send me, and there's so many of them. But the one I've chosen for this week is from King of the Darkness, who gave me a lovely message and also lots of tips. But the main reason as to why it stood out and won is because it made me laugh as well, where it says, also congrats for another first try boss defeat. I don't know why, I was reading this last night and I was almost in tears. We all know all the other attempts are just a warm-up so they don't count at all. You're truly a skilled player. See, this is the kind of motivation I love to see. The compliments on my building were lovely as well, so congrats to King of the Darkness for winning. But if you didn't win, don't be disappointed, as you can win next week. All you have to do is comment down below and subscribe. 35% of you that watched my last episode still aren't subscribed. So if you could please press that big red beautiful button if you haven't already, that'd be very, very much appreciated. As if all of you subscribed, it would help get me very close to my end of year goal of 3,000 subscribers. Thank you. I just went for a toilet break and looked in the mirror and saw that my hair is an absolute mess, so I do apologise for that. I did try sorting it out, but once my hair hasn't been cut for a couple of weeks, it literally turns into like a lion where it's just almost impossible to tame. I can't believe I just compared a lion to my hair. Anyways, let's go back to the mini objectives. And the next one is to go back to the Sky Islands using the gravitation potions so we can get some balloons. We've got 5 gravitation potions, so that should hopefully be enough. Ideally, I want to try and get 3 of those shiny red balloons. I do have the backup plan of being able to craft them using white string, gel and clouds if I can't find 3. And I do that at the solidifier, which, by the way, I apologise for the solidifier slander last episode. Main account definitely made sure to let me know. So I set off by flipping the world upside down somehow? No, but seriously, how can a bit of purple liquid do this? I think with my higher defense, harpies won't be as much of an issue anymore. This, ladies and gentlemen, is another perfect example of foreshadowing. Oh my, there's so many harpies that just non-stop spawning. It's so annoying. What the? It's harpy heaven! Falling Star took out my 50th harpy. I need to heal, otherwise I'm going to die. Despite the Falling Star getting collateral, I was still getting overwhelmed. So I tried to leave, but the inevitable happened. Attempt number 2. Woo! Alright, let's see what this has. A bunch of rubbish. Okay, there's another one of those, I think, ore-looking islands, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the just standard sky islands. Okay, oh, I think this is one. Yes. Oh, no, it isn't. It doesn't have one of the houses in the chest, unfortunately. Yes! Nice. Okay, please have something good. Lucky horseshoe. Nothing that we wanted. Oh, back-to-back straight away after. Godly Star Fury, that is pretty cool, but not really what we're looking for. I think DSS will be happy, though, that I finally got a Star Fury. Is this one? Yes, nice. Nope. I continued soaring through the skies, well, until my potion wore off. I need to clutch this. I need to clutch this. I didn't clutch it, but I somehow still survived. Wait, why is there a nuclear toad all the way up there? There's got to be at least one balloon in the world, right? Like, if I don't get one balloon, I'm super unlucky. After another 5 minutes of failure, my potion wore off once more. And I did.
A pro gamer move.
Yeah. Oh, no. No. Clutch! Oh, my! There's something quite peaceful about doing this. And also quite satisfying. That is not satisfying, the fact that I just left a little bit. That is really annoying. Yes. Okay, we've got another one. Please, balloon. Yes. That's only 1 out of 3, though. After searching the rest of the skies, unfortunately, there wasn't any more islands. So I just had to clutch one more time. Oh, no. Can we get to it? Oh, no. Okay, I need to clutch this. Oh, it's fine. Oh, no. That is a combination of unbelievably unluckiness and also skill issue as well. Looking past the utter incompetence, I headed back to the Crimson Sky Island. And the reason why we have done that is so we can mine the Crimtane ore, which leads us into our next mini objective, which is to mine all this Crimtane ore from the Sky Island so we can upgrade the magic storage. And now that we've mined it all back, let's use the magic mirror to get home, because I do not want to get absolutely bodied by all the harpies that are there. And just to recap over the loot that we've got another lucky horseshoe which we can sell, as well as a couple of paintings. We've got this one which is kind of like a astrology looking bunny, as well as this one called High Pitch, which is quite majestic. Now I do believe the Godly Star Fury will probably be better than the Blade of Grass, especially by the fact it can do this. After the Hive, the pretty successful trip, or lows for the bunny, 6 feet low, I finally craft the Sandstorm in a balloon, which allows me to jump even higher, before crafting the other 2 shiny red balloons I needed, which as you can see here is fairly cheap, and combine them with a Cloud and Blizzard in a bottle to make their respective balloon variants. So we now have everything for the bundle of balloons, except for the 3 area light bars, which unfortunately we cannot mine until we beat Eater of Worlds. But in the meantime, we can still equip the Sandstorm in a balloon accessory so we can jump extra high. So we can tick that mini objective off, and for the final mini objective is to upgrade the magic storage. So if we convert all of our Crimtane ores into bars, it's always so satisfying. Combined with some amethyst, we can get some Crimtane storage upgrades. I then spent a full 5 minutes searching up and failing to upgrade the units, as I couldn't right click them without opening the main unit. Just by upgrading 8 of the units, we now have a grand total of 840 items to stack. So we can definitely tick that off the mini objective list. And by doing that, we can now move on to the 3rd of 4 main objectives for this episode. And the next one is to go to Underworld, or Hell, so we can get a very special sword in a biome that apparently is there in the left side of Hell. Well, you see, the reason for that is because the game actually lagged, and if you didn't see the lag on the recording, that's because 98 times now. But on our way down to Hell, I've been told by you guys to make a straight elevator, which makes total sense. So that is what we're going to do now. I fear that this is going to take a long time. Oh, hang on. Someone's talking to me. They're telling me it's montage time! Wow. That took a while. And what is that? Wait, a bone sword? Is that good? Not really. I just want to pause it here and say that my luck on this first part of the trip was insane. Starting by getting an Ashen Static Light to drop on the first fire imp with just a 16% chance. 39 rogue damage. That sounds pretty good. I'd like to give a special mention to this music as well. It's really, really good. Whilst we're down here, we might as well grab one of these Hell Forges, which are literally just a better version of the Furnace, I do believe. Then, after killing my second imp, it dropped.
Not another one?
Now landing at a 0.39%. Or a 1 in 256 chance. After this, I went back to clear my inventory and an excuse to try out my new elevator. Oh my, this is so quick. Before having a heart attack when finding my first voodoo demon. Wait, no, that's a voodoo demon. No, it's gonna spawn the wall of flesh. No, stop, stop. Oh my god, I literally had a heart attack. Luckily, I caught it in my inventory. Oh my, that is scary. Maybe having a mount is not a good idea. But I progressed forward, getting a demon scythe on my first normal demon killed, which has a 2.86% chance of dropping, bringing our total to a 1 in 11,264 chance. I'm pretty sure the demon scythe is actually pretty good. No! What? Why can't I grapple? Oh, and I'm dead. How did I survive that? And the reason why I couldn't grapple was because I was pressing W instead of Q. I'm such a donut. And after another 3 minutes of travelling, I came across my first bone serpent. You can see where this is going. No way! I got it on my first one! 63 true melee damage! My luck is unbelievable. Oh my god, yes. No joke, that was the first one I killed and I got it. Oh my, 63 true melee damage. The Old Lord's Claymore has a 1 in 6 chance of dropping, bringing a total of me getting that on my first serpent, a static light on my first 2 imps, and a demon scythe on my first normal demon, to a percentage of 0.00148, or 1 in 67,584. Oh my god. What? I really should have bought a lottery ticket straight after this. Do I even need to go to the biome at the end? I mean, I might as well, I guess. Anyway, I explored the possibilities of my new weapon. That's sick. Just before finally making it to the Brimstone Crag biome. Whoa, what is this? Is this a new biome? Ah, yes it was. Just as I died, a blood moon rose, which at first I wanted to take on, but after seeing the NPCs getting endangered, I decided to leave. You know what, the NPCs are starting to get overwhelmed now. I'm just going to get away and go back to try and collect my gold because I don't want any of them dying again. Well... Oh. Outlaw, well, you didn't really do anything, to be honest. You're pretty useless. But still, rest in peace, Outlaw the Guide. I made my way back to the biome, but once again, things didn't go too hot. No. Oh, what recovery. Well, it did go pretty hot, I guess. Shut up, CGS. Not again. Right, let's go for it again. Let's try and get all of our money back. Just gonna try and avoid them and try and find the chest that we need to get to. Wherever that is. Is that it there? No. This chest that I was talking about, according to you guys, had the other sword I needed to get. This is such a cool POI. I love this. Is that it? Wait, I think this is it. No. Oh no. I might die in the meantime. That was a chest, but I don't think it had it in there. And I'm dead. And I just dropped 21 gold into the lava. I just watched back the footage, and the sword at least I was expecting to be in there wasn't in there, but there was some other good stuff in there, so I don't know if it's worth going back. Waffle the Guide has arrived. Oh, and there's a piggy as well, which brings me to another comment where if I buy the bug net, I can catch the piggy and then sell it for 9 gold. That is 100% worth it. As I contemplated going back once more, the new travelling merchant went walkabouts and got a bit lost. Oh wow, it was really worth coming down here. We've got some fancy dishes. DPS meter is actually quite cool though, so we'll get that and of course the painting as well. After the inspirational, motivational, amazing words of
Never back down, never give up.
Echoing in my head, as well as me putting off the 4th objective. I know we're probably going to die again, but I'm going back. I really want to get that other sword. How have I managed to end up in such a small patch of lava? Quick, grab the chest. Loot. Okay, we got the stuff. I don't know if there is anything good. Let's see. No. I guess that wasn't the chest that we need to get them. At this point, I thought I'd gotten the wrong chest, so I decided to
Never give up.
I also thought I hadn't died to full damage in a while. 8,000 damage. Wow. Fortunately here, I managed to get my money back, so I carried on. Okay, we've got further than we have done ever before, so we've got to keep our eyes keen and peeled to see if we see any chests. Oh, and we reached the end of the world. I guess that was the chest end. Huh. Well, never mind. I guess we can put a tick next to that. And now let's focus on the fourth and final main objective for this episode, and the one I have been dreading and not looking forward to, and that is to upgrade the house. I don't have any plans as to what I should do or what I want to do. I think I probably want to build it here-ish though, because I don't want to like mine all of my old house yet, because it'd just be a mess. Well, we've got some flat ground now. Let's stop putting it off, because I've got to do it. And we're going to do it in a time lapse. Let's go. Wow, that took ages. An hour and 47 minutes it took just to do this, but you know what? I actually really enjoyed doing it. And overall, I am genuinely really happy with how it's turned out. It's not done, it's not finished, obviously. Everything on the inside is completely hollow. But because I've been working on this for so long, I'm more than happy to take a break until next episode and definitely check it off the objective list. Now, let's go and try number 2 again, defeating the Eater of Worlds. And as we make our way back over to the corruption, I do just want to give a special shout out to DSS6172 once again, because he came up with a bunch of helpful building tips for me last episode, and although I didn't use that many of them, as I was honestly quite overwhelmed at what looks like the endless possibilities of building in Terraria, I did for sure use a lot of inspiration from that comment, so definitely a big shout out to him. With a final bit of reforging for preparation, this whole episode has come down to this. Can I beat the Eater of Worlds? I don't know if it will be enough, but I'm really hoping that the Old Law's Claymore will make this fight much easier, as well as getting a little bit more defense now. I'm nervous, but let's just go for it. It does good damage, but because it doesn't pierce, it kind of makes it difficult actually. So I'm not sure if this is going to be much better. And it wasn't. I had the feeling I'll need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe if I use the shell shooter actually, because this has piercing arrows. I gave it a go, but didn't have any more luck on this attempt. Or this attempt. Or this attempt. Or this attempt. How many times do I need to die before realising? It literally turned into a graveyard biome with the amount of gravestones there are. Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Turns out I'm insane. I did try spawning it above ground this time. Okay, it's split up into lots of smaller bits, and I'm sorry to all the short viewers, but I've got to focus on the smaller ones. Well, this is going to be my final go. If I can't get close to beating it this time, then I won't be able to this episode, as I've been recording for like 7 or 8 hours or something ridiculous. Let's go. Uh-oh. No, 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 and nope. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Unfortunately, we're going to have to give that a double cross against defeating the Eater of Worlds because we have failed miserably for that. However, over the course of the whole episode, I think it's been very successful. I am so proud of this build. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I have recording it. I'll be back next week, but for an ultra kill ranking. But in the meantime, good night.